Hello friends, I am back again with a few breakout stock opportunities that I have identified. Before I start explaining the opportunities that I have identified, let me start with a disclaimer. I am sharing these opportunities merely for learning purpose. I am not a qualified investment advisor and this is not an investment advisory video. If you would like to invest in any of these stocks, please take advice from a qualified investment advisor or do your own analysis. I don't take any responsibility for any losses you make because of trading using these videos or also any credits for any profits that you make. I don't take any credits for any profits that you make because of seeing these videos. This video is purely for learning purpose. So to begin, now that we have the disclaimer out of the way, here are a few stocks that I believe will give about 10% or more in the next 1 month based on certain logic that I have used to create some scanners. I have created 3 scanners. So these are the 3 scanners on charting. And using these 3 scanners, I am able to get certain stocks that have a high probability of a large move, about 10% move in less than a month or about a month. So let us look at the first chart. Jindal Drilling and Industries Limited. As you see, this is a monthly chart. The price was on a downtrend continuously and there was a breakout. Now that there is a breakout and you see the breakout is with a huge volume jump, with a huge momentum jump. It has RSI has gone above 70. And if you see ADX blue line is also going up very strongly. Anything about 20 is supposed to be good. It is at 37.92. And if you see, the green and the red lines are diverging. So the DI plus and DI minus are diverging. This is a very clear indication that the stock is likely to see a very strong up move in the next few days. I have already placed an order to buy this stock when it opens tomorrow. So Jindal Drilling and Industries Limited is one stock I am looking at. And this is a monthly chart, mind you. So the month is not yet over. But looking at the momentum, looking at the volume, and looking at the ADX, I am I have a very strong conviction that this stock is going to move big time, and I am going to buy it. If someone wants to uh, risk a little bit, you may want to look at 6 months, and you may want to look at maybe daily chart. So if you look at the daily chart as well, there has been a breakout from this sideways movement. The breakout is confirmed by this gap, and it was yesterday's candle. Yesterday's as in 22nd of there is today's candle, close of today. So when we open the market tomorrow, this will be yesterday's candle. So I have put a buy order above 270. So as and when the price goes above 270, I will enter the position. And I'm not looking for a huge move. I'm only looking at about a 10% move in the next 1 month. I'm happy with that. That is Jindal Drilling and Industries Limited. Now the second stock I have identified is Birlasoft. This is a software company. And if you look at the way the stock has been going, it went down in the last few months, the last few days. So let us go to the monthly chart again. And let me make this all data. So we'll see the longer term trend, the bigger picture. So if you see, the stock has been overall on an uptrend overall. And if you see, if I join these lines, something interesting happens. So here, if you see, something interesting happened. This is the resistance line. Over the last so many months, like if you look at this, it is 2007, January 2007. It was at this level, then it went down. Again, it came here around 2013 end, clinging to the line till about 2015 mid. Then it went down again, and then it went up, touched the line in 2018 towards the end, mid of 2018 to end of 2018, went down again, and after a long time, again here in 2021, it clung to the line, resistance line, went up and came down to test it. The moment it has come down to test it, it is very close to this 20 period moving average. This is 20-month moving average. Another interesting thing that has happened is there is divergence of these. So 20, 50, and 100 and 200 period moving averages. There is a divergence that has happened. And so divergence, I mean, they are spreading out. And whenever they spread out in this fashion, 20, above 50, above 100, above 200, there is a big chance of an up move. So now one more thing that attracted my attention is the price went down, RSI went down, and then it is correcting again and trying to go above 70. So the momentum is building up. ADX has already crossed 53. And here the only cause for worry is the red and green lines, the positive and negative DI, directional indicators, are converging. So there is a possibility there may be a sideways movement for some time. But I'm really hopeful that given the kind of formation, the price is very likely to go up to about about 1,000 in the next few months, next 2 to 3 months. I am not going to wait for the 1,000 target. I am only looking for about a 10% move in the next few days. So in the next 1 month or so. So this is again a breakout opportunity identified by me. Do your own analysis and take the trade. This is Birla Soft. The next stock I have identified is Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited. If you look at these stocks, all data, monthly chart, monthly candles, has broken the all-time high in this month. And if you look at the volumes are like exploding. RSI has gone up big time, across 70 and going up. The momentum is building up. And again, if you see, ADX has crossed 40 and green and red lines, directional indicators are diverging. So there is a very good chance that this Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals is likely to go to 1,000. Again, will I wait for 1,000? I don't know. I'll be looking for about a 10% target. The moment it crosses 10%, I will put a stop loss at about 11 to 12%, so that if the stock starts falling down, I will book my profits at 10%. And if it keeps going up, obviously I'll keep moving the stop loss upwards, trailing the stop loss. So this is Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals. Do your own analysis. Don't blindly take trades. Do your own analysis and then make your own decision. The next stock that I'm interested in is again Gujarat Ambuja Exports, another Gujarat stock. Look at the long-term trend. This is a monthly chart. See, monthly chart, all data all the way from 2002 onwards. Long-term trend is clearly up. There was a sideways movement, it has been broken. Here again, there was a correction, it has been broken. Here again, there was a correction, it has been broken. And the mood of the stock is clearly on an uptrend. Now, if I plot a resistance line here, price what was at this resistance line way back in 2008, beginning of 2008. It fell sharply from there, fell sharply from about 50 rupees to about 7, 8 rupees. Took a long time to come back there. In 2018, beginning of 2018, it touched it, but again fell down. And if you see, in all these years, here also it tried to cross it but came down. In all these years, this is the first time that price has breached this level. It is doing this. If you look at the volume has really pumped up big time. RSI is now in a mood to cross over. It has already crossed over 72 after multiple tries. So it came down here, tried once, came back down, and is crossing again. ADX is positive above 36, and the green and red DIs, directional indicators, are diverging. So there is a very good chance that this breakout will sustain and give me about a 10% move in the next few days, next few months, or at least the next 1 month. I'm expecting a 10% move. And if the breakout really sustains, I will not be surprised if the price goes to 500. Again, do your own analysis. Gujarat Ambuja Exports Limited. Do your own analysis and then take your trades. The next stock I've identified is Century Plyboards India Limited. This is again a monthly chart, monthly candles, all data. So we have data all the way from 2006. Sideways movement up, again some correction, gone up. And now there was some sideways movement for quite a while. And there is a very powerful bull candle that has formed in this month with volume support. The momentum is obviously very high because the RSI has been above 80 for some while, 70 and 80 above for some while. If you look at ADX has really shot up like anything. And the green lines and the red lines have been diverging for some time. Actually, the best time to buy was after this breakout. Because here, if you see, there was a crossover of green and red ADX directional indicators. And this is where it was the best time to buy. Because if you look at how it shot up from here, about say 170 levels to 700 levels, this was the best time. Now, this is not a wrong time to buy. At 710, the price can easily go to 1000 if this momentum sustains. So this is the next stock that I feel I will be watching and I will be buying at an opportune time. I'm putting these buy orders tomorrow. I will be doing my lower time frame analysis as well. These are monthly charts. I will be looking at weekly charts and daily charts and then taking my buying decisions at good demand zones. So Century Plyboards, make your own analysis, do your own analysis, get advice from your qualified investment advisors, and only then take a trade. My next stock is Triveni Engineering and Industries Limited. I had identified this stock earlier as well. If you remember, those who track my videos regularly, I had identified it somewhere here. After this red candle had closed, and when this white candle had crossed over, so there was a breakout here. This one candle closed positive, and I had bought it here at around this level, and I got a very good move. After that, I did not hold all the way here. At some point, I booked profits and walked out when I saw some negativity here. But then I got my own 10% target. So Triveni Engineering, reason to buy, I would say. Of course, it is a little stretched now, went far away from here, but there is still momentum in the stock. Volume is positive, building up. RSI is in a high momentum area. What gives me a big confidence is the ADX. ADX has gone above 50, and the green and red directional indicators are also diverging, going away from each other. So there may be some more momentum left in this stock. It may come down a little bit to this level, and I will be looking at a good demand zone around 270 levels. However, if it crosses above 360, I will immediately buy the stock. This was about Triveni Engineering and Industries. The next stock that I have identified is this Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company. Those who track my videos and my analysis regularly may have seen my analysis on this stock earlier also. I had bought it at a very good level, got some good returns, about 20% returns on that stock. And now I see another opportunity. So here there has been a sideways movement for quite some time. And now it has shown something like a hanging man. So someone will say this is a negative indicator, the volume has died down. But what I am now looking at is RSI is above 70, ADX is above 40, so the momentum still continues. And there is a little cause for worry now because these diverging DIs are now converging or at least at parallel. So it is not as if I'm going to buy this tomorrow. I will look for increasing volumes. I will look for RSI to go up a little bit, show me an upward direction, and a small divergence if it starts in the green and red directional indicators. That will be a good sign for me to consider buying this stock. So in the first week of April, I will take a call on this, and most probably if it shoots up from here, the rocket is already forming here. So if it shoots up from here, it may reach 10,000 in the next 1 month or maybe 1.5 to 2 months. I am only looking at about 10% returns. Anything above that is a bonus. Do your own analysis, make your own decisions. The next stock, Intellect Design Arena Limited, a very specialist kind of company. And I have been tracking this stock for a long while. And what is more interesting is over a long period, it was moving sideways. Almost since 2000, end of 2015, it has been moving sideways. It took a dip during the COVID drop, and it has shown a very, very big up move. And after this up move, it is showing a sideways correction because it had gone away too much from this 20 moving average. It has shown a sideways correction. It did not fall, which also gives me the conviction that there is an upward movement being built up. So here, this big white candle, if it closes white at the end of March, I'm tempted to buy this stock above 890. So it is at 880 right now. So the resistance is at 880.6. So I will be a little safe and I will buy this stock above 890. And I have a very good reason to believe it may go up quite a bit from here. So if I look at this breakout from here, 300 levels to 600 levels roughly. So another 300 points movement cannot be impossible. So 800 to maybe 900 to 300. So 1,200 could be the next target for this stock. Volume is building up along with this white candle. Stock is all, the RSI is poised to cross 70. The average directional index is at 43, which is also a strong sign of a momentum. My only worry is that directional indicators, the green and red DIs, have converged. And if this white candle expands above this 900 levels, then obviously these directional indicators may also start diverging from each other, which may be a good time to consider buying this stock. But I will certainly be watching Intellect Design Arena very closely towards the end of March and first week of April. Again, do your own analysis. Don't follow this blindly. Do your own analysis and then make your buying decisions. The next stock I have for you is TV18. TV18 Broadcast Limited. This stock again, all data monthly candles. It has clearly closed, it has clearly given a breakout above the previous high. So right now what we need to watch out is whether the monthly candle closes above this previous high, because the last month's candle couldn't close. It crossed, but it couldn't close. So towards the end of April, I will be watching whether this candle closes above 70 levels. And if it does, then I will be looking at buying this stock above the previous high. So if there is a breakout above 77 or 80, I will be tempted to buy this stock. In the least, it will try to close this gap. So from about 80, could go up to 117 or 120 levels. A 40-point move, not bad. 30 to 40 points. So it could be something that I will be looking for. The next stock I'll be looking at is Speciality Restaurants Limited. This stock has shown a vertical, almost a very sharp upward move. And what is interesting is it has crossed over 50 moving average, and the moving averages are converging. At one point, what I expect is 20 will move above 50, it will move above 100, and it will move above 200. At that point, there will be a huge upward momentum. In the meanwhile, there may be some sideways movement. So the immediate level I am looking at, so there is something interesting that I spotted in this stock. If you look at connecting the previous highs, here it is. So last month, it tried to close above it broke the previous the resistance line. It couldn't close above the resistance line, and this month the price has opened higher than the last month and is trying to close above the previous the resistance line. If the price at the end of March closes above this resistance line, I will definitely be looking to buy this stock. I am expecting a very big up move. It could even go to 300 rupees levels in the next couple of months. Again, this is my analysis for learning purpose, and do your own analysis before you make a buying decision. Here, the volumes are showing an upward trend. The volumes are picking up. RSI has already crossed 70, almost reached 80, and ADX is showing an upward trend. ADX is trying to move up, already at 33 levels, and the directional indices red and blue, red and green are diverging again. So there may be a possibility that this breakout sustains, and if it does, then 300 will not be really impossible. I will not be surprised if it reaches 300. The next stock is Southern Petrochemical Industries Corporation Limited. Again, this is all data monthly. If you see, there has been a very long sideways movement. At some point, this sideways movement was broken. The price went up from the previous top. It came down, tested the previous resistance that has turned into support, and then it has started going up again. And this green candle is a very powerful green candle with volume support, RSI crossing over 70 again after going down. Average directional index is also going up, already at 38, and the lines, green and red lines, have started converging, diverging. They were converging, they have now started diverging. So if this momentum continues and the price closes above this top, above 68 or 70 at the end of March, I will definitely be going to buy this stock. SPIC, Southern Petrochemical Industries Corporation Limited. I am definitely going to look at buying this stock in the first week of April. If you would like to consider buying this stock, do your own analysis, consult your investment advisor, and only make a decision. But I will not be surprised if it gives more than a 10% move in 1 month. Next stock I had analyzed earlier also. I had shared a video, I believe, earlier, or at least I must have shared a screenshot of this chart. a few days before on my WhatsApp group and Telegram group. Moana Sugars. This is again all data, monthly candlestick. There was a huge up move all the way from about 6-7 levels to 150 levels. A big move. Then there was a correction. So if you look at it from 2015 end till 2018, there was a big up move. The stock multiplied. It was a multi-bagger. It went down. It came close to this. So there was a supply zone here. These two candles, if you see, it reacted from this supply zone, went down, gathered momentum, and then it went and broke the previous top. So there is a very good chance that this candle closes above this previous top. And if it does, with this kind of a high volume and with this kind of an RSI support and with ADX above 40, it has already crossed 39. So if it is above 40 and the green and red directional indices are diverging, I have a very good reason to believe that this kind of a move may happen again. And I'm not even looking for that kind of a move. 10% upside is enough for making me happy. So Moana Sugars, I will be watching towards the end of March. And in the first week of April, I may buy this stock for about a 10 to 12% move in the next 1 month. The last stock that I will be looking at today is Hindustan Oil Exploration Limited, Company Limited. I already have this stock in my portfolio. It has gone up very nicely since here. You will see. And here you will see 20 going over 50, going over 100, going over 200. The divergence of moving averages has started happening. We saw in our earlier chart, one of the earlier charts, the kind of movement this kind of a divergence gives, the spreading out of moving averages gives when they go one above other in the order of their power. So now there is a sideways movement happening in this stock. And I believe there will be a sideways correction for some time. So maybe for the next 1 month also it may continue sideways. But the moment it breaks out over 250 levels, I am going to look at buying this stock. The minimum it will go is till this level, 380. So if it crosses over 250 and goes to 380, imagine a 100 rupee, 100 to 150 rupee move in just about a couple of months on this base. Definitely going to consider buying this stock. Momentum, the reason there is not a clear breakout yet. So why am I looking at buying this stock? Look at this. This was a previous top. The previous top was broken with volume. Price went up, came down to test support and is going up. It has already crossed this top. So there is a very good chance that there will be a breakout. And again, this divergence of moving averages, spreading out of moving averages, is giving me some additional confidence. RSI had gone down below 70. Now it is trying to go up again. ADX is rising upwards. So average directional index is showing some strength. And then moving average, the DIs, the directional indices, red and green, they are currently converging. But I'm sure if the momentum picks up, they will start diverging. And that is the time when I will consider buying this stock. So it was a long video today. I will list down the stocks again. Hindustan Oil Exploration Company Limited, Moana Sugars Limited, Southern Petrochemical Industries Corporation Limited, Speciality Restaurants Limited, TV18 Broadcast Limited, Intellect Design Arena Limited, Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, Triveni Engineering and Industries Limited, Century Plyboards India Limited, Gujarat Ambuja Exports Limited, Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Soft, and finally Jindal Drilling and Industries Limited. Before I end this video, let me again caution you, this is only being shared for learning purposes and not intended to be an investment advisory video. Before you invest, do your own analysis or consult a qualified investment advisor. I will not take any credit for any profits you make on your investments because of seeing this video, and I will not accept any responsibility for any losses you make because of any trades that you take because of seeing these videos. So happy trading. The market is full of opportunities. So happy trading and make a lot of wealth out of the markets. Thank you very much.